Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be sharing all the makeup I used up in 2022. I absolutely love filming these videos. I've been doing them since my first year of panning in 2015. I will have my other years linked down below in case you're just interested in seeing the things that I used up and the things that I was like really focusing on panning. It might remind you of products that you totally even forgot about. So those will be linked in case you're interested. And I have a goal of using up 100 makeup products and I barely made it, but I did right there in the last few days. I was able to finish 103 makeup products for a value of $1,303.96. I didn't expect to hit a $1,000 value goal, but I did, which feels wonderful. But I say, like, do not put too much pressure on yourself with that because it depends on the price of the makeup that you use. If I used 20 high-end products versus 20 drugstore products, the value is going to be vastly different. So it just depends, but that was a nice bonus. This is the third year, I believe, that I have actually calculated the value of my deluxe size samples. And the way that I did that was explained to me by Emily and Max, which made so much sense, which was amazing because my brain in math like does not work. For a couple of these, I had to like redo it and check myself because I was like, something doesn't sound right. So basically you're going to take the price of the full size product divided by the mils or ounces of the full size product multiplied by the mils or ounces of the sample size product, and that should give you the value of your sample size item. And that is what I did, but some of these products are actually sold in a travel size, so I just took the price of the travel size instead of doing the math because let's save myself from doing a little math. And very happy with the way that everything ended up, and I'm excited to share all the details with you. So I'm just going to show you all the products category by category, tell you what I used up, and then I'm going to give you the value of the category, not every individual product. If you have any, curiosity with that, just ask me and I can let you know in a comment because I do have the value of every single product in a spreadsheet. I also am going to be showing you the SPF and the perfumes I used up this year. I did not include that in my 103 product total nor my value total. Starting with primer, I used up 18 for $123.25. I have a travel size of the Smashbox Primerizer and then 3 deluxe size samples of it, 3 of the VDL Lumilayer Primer, the Smashbox Control Mattifying, Laura Mercier Hydrating, the travel sizes of the NYX Marshmallow and Plump Right Back Primer. I have minis of the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing and Illuminating, Hourglass Vanish, Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow, It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer, the Milk Pore Eclipse, and the Dior Backstage Face and Body. Out of these, I would only repurchase the Smashbox Primerizer, the VDL Lumilayer, and with my Ulta points, I did just get a full size of the Hourglass Vanish Primer. I would be interested in maybe getting a mini of the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse to use that one a little bit more because that was a really small sample, but the other ones I would not repurchase. For foundation, I have 2 valuing at $15.12. I used up a full size L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in 100 True Alabaster, which I really love, and then I lost it after I used it up, so I put that little piece of paper there so I would not forget. It was a sample size of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. It had 0.07 ounces or 2.10 mils in it. The value of that was only $1.12, but that was too light of a shade for me, but the formula I thought was just okay. Not something I repurchase anyway, but I definitely would repurchase the L'Oreal. It's a really good matte foundation. For concealer, I have 6 valuing at $91.75. I have 3 minis and 3 full sizes. So I have the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin in One Fair, the Nude Sticks Nude Fix Cream Concealer in Nude 2, the NYX Born to Glow in Alabaster, I believe. Tarte Shape Tape Full Size is in Fair Neutral, and then the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer is in the shade 1N. And I absolutely love a lot of these. I've already repurchased the Tarte and the Estee Lauder, which are my favorite for under eyes and blemishes. I did enjoy the NYX Born to Glow. Nude Sticks was just okay. Didn't like the Charlotte Tilbury, so I would probably just purchase the two that I already have repurchased. For powder, I used up 10, valuing at $176.35. I'm surprised I didn't use up more, but you can see here that they're all full size except for 2. So I finished 3 of the Dermablend Translucent Loose Powder, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose in 5 Fair, the Maybelline Better Skin Powder Foundation in Tin Porcelain, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder Foundation in Tin Porcelain, Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent Powder, a little mini Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Breezy, as well as that full size of the Supergoop Resetting SPF Powder, and I did use that up as a finishing powder on my face. So out of these, I already have repurchased or have backups of the Dermablend, the Maybelline Fit Me, Rimmel Stay Matte, and the Kosas powder. This was discontinued. I wouldn't repurchase this. This one is the best powder foundation I've ever used, but I'm not really into powder foundation right now, so maybe in the future. Next, I have 2 liquid highlighter empties, valuing at $6.62. I have the little mini Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand in a light. The value of that came out to $2.90. And a mini of the Illamasqua Beyond Liquid Highlight in OMG. Value was $3.72. I would consider purchasing the Illamasqua if they have a lighter shade. This was too dark, but this was a really intense liquid highlight that was able to really show through my foundation, which I was really impressed by. Next, for setting sprays, I finished 8, valuing at $108.39. I have the Derma E Hydrating Mist, Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice, the travel size of the Urban Decay All Nighter, as well as 2 little deluxe sample sizes, 2 travel sizes of the MAC Fix Plus, and a deluxe sample size of the Benefit Professional Super Setter. Out of these, I would repurchase the Urban Decay All Nighter and MAC Fix Plus, and I already have backup full sizes of both of these. Next, I used up 15 brow products, valuing at $304.13. I used up 2.5 of the Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde. One of these I had just used up, I think, the lighter shade last year, so I used up the darker one, and then in these other 2 I used up both shades. I wanted to show you what it looks like. This is a clear wax that has a lot of nasty residue on it. I don't like the wax, it's super sticky, but I use this on my brows a little bit, but mostly to fill in my hairline because of my postpartum hair loss. I used up one of the NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencils, a deluxe size sample of the Anastasia Brow Wiz, 4 of the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencils, 1 of the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencils, the Anastasia Brow Pen, and the Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen, the Merit Brow Pomade, which is just the name for their brow gel, in Blonde, Benefit Gimme Brow Gel, and a little mini of the Kosas Air Brow Tinted Gel in Taupe. For all the Benefit products, I can get away with wearing either shade 1 or 2. Out of these, I would repurchase the NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil, which has unfortunately been discontinued. I'm on my last one right now. The Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil I absolutely love. And I do also really enjoy the Gimme Brow Gel and the Kosas Air Brow Gel. For eyeshadow related products, I finished 8, valuing at $85.42. So I used up 1 full-size Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, a mini Laura Mercier Caviar stick in metallic taupe, and a full-size one in Sunrise. I finished 3 of the Wet n Wild single shadows in Brulee, which I used to set the primer in my crease as well as clean up the corners of my shadow. It's so sad looking at this because this was the old formula that was amazing, and then the new formula, it's a really hot mess powder explosion. Then this was a matte white from the Balm Meet Matte Nude palette called Matte Malloy, and then this is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation, but I believe this is an NC20, so I ended up just using this to set the primer in my crease. So out of these, I would repurchase the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the Metallic Taupe Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I really love this. It's the best matte white shadow I've ever used, and I will repurchase this as well because it is such a good shade match for me. Right now, I'm actually using a too light powder foundation to set the prime in my crease, so I'll probably just like work on that for the rest of the year, but I will buy more of these in the future, and I'm still very mad at Wet n Wild for changing the formula. Next we have mascaras. I used up 12, valuing at $163.68. Just one full size of the Merit Beauty Clean Lash, which is a tubing mascara, same as the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water. Then I have Anastasia Lash Brag, Lancome Hypno Star, It Cosmetics Lash Blowout, Grande Cosmetics Grande Mascara, 2 of the Lancome Hypnos Dramas, a Lancome Idole Lash, Rare Beauty Universal Strokes Volumizing Mascara, Smashbox Superfan, and the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I would repurchase all of these. I did not think that the rest of them hardly did anything for me. The Hypno Star was not bad, but these ones here I would say are actually some like all-time favorite mascaras. For lip care, I used up 11 products valuing at $118.65. I feel like this has to be incorrect though. There's no way I only used up 2 EOS Smooth Sticks. I had to have used up 3, if not 4, but that's okay. We're just going with what we've got here. So I used up 1 lip scrub, the Peppermint Stick Lip Polish from Lemongrass Spa. I finished one of those last year as well. Then this took forever. This is gigantic. This is the Fourth Ray Beauty, you know, the skincare part of ColourPop. Their Clarice lip mask from the Rudolph collection. Gigantic. I finished that just in the last few days of the year. Then the Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapy lip mask and the Laneige lip sleeping mask in Berry. This is something that I talked about in a video and I didn't quite finish it almost. If I roll it down to the plastic, this is all that's left, and I told you guys that this was really making my lips chapped, and I thought about trying to push through or only giving myself value of like 2/3 of the product, but I had a couple comments telling me to just count it as an empty and count the full value, which I did, which was $19. I guess maybe the mint in this was really drying out my lips because I used something else that was super minty and I had the same experience, which is weird because mint lip products always work for me. So, you know, I would not recommend this. I wouldn't buy it anyway because this is one of those pH lip balms. It's in the shade Big O and I hate that it turns hot pink on me. Then these are some lip plumpers, the Buxom Plump Shot Serum, and then 2 of the Grande Cosmetics in clear. And then these are some Clarins lip oils in Red Berry and Candy. And I'm so happy to have knocked these things out. So for the things that I would actually repurchase, these 2, I love this formula, but I don't like the full-size packaging. I do really like this one, and I liked this formula a lot as well, but I haven't really been interested in the other scents that they have. Full-size lip products used up 10, valuing at $110.60. I used up a full-size Dose of Colors lip liner in Delight and a Pixie Lip Lift Max Gloss and Sweet Nectar. Then I finished 3 Buxom lip cream minis, Mudslide Hot Toddy and Pink Champagne. Then a Buxom lip polish in Celeste, Fit Glow Beauty lip color serum in Regal, Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Oil in Tahiti, the Grande Cosmetics Hydrating Lip Plumper in Spicy Mauve, and a Pixie Lip Lift Max in Peony Bloom. Out of these, I would definitely repurchase the Buxom Mudslide and Hot Toddy. I do love the Regal shade of the Fit Glow Beauty, but they're very pricey. I really like the Ilia, but it's not long lasting, so I'd get that if I could get it 40–50% off. Grande Cosmetics, I love that color and the formula, but again, I don't like the full-size packaging. I do like that Pixie formula. Definitely would not repurchase the Buxom Celeste, too glittery, and I did not like the Dose of Colors lip liner because it kept breaking on me. Next, I have perfumes. I was not able to calculate the value of these because for almost all the perfume samples, it doesn't have the amount on it, but I did calculate everything else. I do include those little foil samples of the Sol de Janeiro lotions because for me, they're so potent, I don't also mix them with perfume. So I had 2 of the Brazilian Boom Boom creams. Value was $1.41 each. I had 1 of the Bay Hofleur Elasta cream, also valued at $1.41. I like the original, don't like the other one. Then these little deluxe sizes all had 5 mils in them. So the Dolce & Gabbana light blue, value at $7.69 each. I have 2 of the original and 2 of the light blue O Intense. They smell pretty much the same to me. Then I have a little Dior Joy, values at $8.22, and Commodity Paper, values at $6.75. Out of those, I already have full sizes of Dior Joy and Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I liked Commodity Paper, but it's a little too subtle for me. Then I have 17 different perfume samples here. I'm gonna hold them up and name them off so I can see what the names are. I finished a Dolce & Gabbana light blue that I already said I love. I have 2 of Givenchy Irresistible. The top one is Frosche edition, and I actually really like this, and I did buy a travel size of the original. Then I finished 4 of the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. I absolutely fell in love with this, and I already purchased the travel size. I finished 4 of the Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink. I really did fall in love with this one, and I will be getting this during the next Sephora VIB sale in a travel size. Then I have Clean Reserve Aqua Neroli. I mentioned this before. It reminds me of the Mary-Kate and Ashley perfumes that were NYC and LA. I don't know which one it reminds me of, but this is one I do plan to pick up during the Sephora VIB sale in the travel size. So honestly, that is so amazing for me that I found 4 new perfumes this year that I loved enough to purchase. That's super rare. And then the rest of the samples I liked enough to finish, which is also rare, but I would not buy any of these. Clean Reserve Lush Fleur, Valentino Donna, Nest Indigo, Erin Mediterranean Honeysuckle, and Perfect by Marc Jacobs. And then I have these mini sunscreens. I'm showing them in these empties because I put these in my makeup project pan. So I finished 3 little minis of the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, 1 of the Supergoop Play, 1 Supergoop Glow Screen, and the Kinship Self Reflect. Out of these, I do like the Unseen. I'd be happy to get more minis of it, but the one I would repurchase is the Glow Screen. It actually worked really well for my oily skin and looked beautiful. The original Play I didn't love. The Kinship was just okay. I really didn't like the scent of that. It almost smelled like brown sugar. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm feeling super proud looking here at all the things that I was able to knock out of my collection. Really excited and curious to see what this is going to look like next year. I'm going to mention it in my upcoming plan to pan, but instead of focusing on minis, I want to focus on full-size products because I spent money on those. So I'm hoping that I can finish 50 full-size products because I don't think that I'm going to get anywhere near 100 empties, and I'm going to be okay with that because these are more challenging products. So we'll just see where we end up next year, but I would love to know your all's numbers down below, or maybe the favorite or the worst product that you used up this year. And I am really looking forward to Project Pan in 2023. Let me know if you guys Project Pan and where you post your updates. I would love to follow along. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.